welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, and we're coming from the Capital Region International Airport, which of course is where our studios are located. We're going to go across the state right now over to Grand Rapids, actually Holland. Even, is that west, I believe, of Grand Rapids? Close.
Like southwest.
Southwest, okay.
Yep.
But I'm going closer to the water. Is that right?
Yes, right on the water.
Raechel Kamphuis is with us right now, and she is the events board member with HYP, which is Holland/Zeeland Young Professionals. And this is kind of an interesting. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what that group is?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so the Holland Zeeland Young Professionals, and we kind of refer to it as HYP. So if I somehow say that throughout that's what I mean, HYP. But yeah, we're just a group of young professionals, and we're just looking to connect and how do we keep people in the West Michigan area? So that's our goal by connecting them and working on that networking, because that's always the scariest part is whether you're coming right out of school or joining the workforce or moving to West Michigan, how do you get incorporated in it? Because we've heard that it is a very close niche family over here. And so it is sometimes hard to break into that and find your way into it. And so that's where we're here to help you look, where do you best fit into the Holland community?
Well, it's interesting. You had to give me the Dutch pronunciation of your name before we got on. So
Yeah.
we were able to get that impression, right? So how has it gone, and how long have you guys been in existence?
Oh man, I believe it's been since 2003.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep, and so we've slowly grown since then, which is awesome. Just shows that we were built a solid foundation for it. Obviously, COVID kind of puts a little bit of a wrench in there, but slowly building it back up, and we're loving it.
Yeah. So what are your numbers at approximately?
So we're currently actually working on a membership. So we don't really have an estimate for what our membership actually looks like. And so we have events throughout the year. And so depending on that, whether it's the Future Leaders Conference or annual dinner, those are going to be our higher attendance ones. And then we have a little bit of smaller events throughout the year. So we don't really have a guess on the membership as of now, but currently working on that.
That means no dues. I like that already.
Exactly. Yes.
So Raechel, tell me and tell everybody actually a little bit about this Future Leaders Conference.
Yeah, definitely. So this is only our second one. So last year was the very first year we held it, and we thought it was a huge success and very beneficial. So we decided to throw it again. So that's going to be coming up on February 15th this year, right here in Holland. So at the Holland Civic Center. And it's just going to be an event right here in West Michigan to grow your leadership path, make those lifelong connections, understand your community from a new perspective. Because like I mentioned, Holland does and HYP has such an amazing foundation. And so our focus is just to develop the future of it through our peers and young professionals. So to kind of put it into words, we're here to gather, connect, learn, grow through a collection of panel discussions, speeches, and of course a happy hour where young professionals are encouraged to share what they've learned.
Well, we all love happiness, right? All right.
Exactly.
So tell me a little bit about the name Graci Harkema comes up. Tell me about
Yes.
it.
Yeah, definitely. So with HYP, our core values are inspiring, community builders, generous, forward-thinking, intentional, and equity focused. So really our goal for this, and with our keynote speaker, we really try to find somebody who fits all of those. And so that's where we came across Graci. And so with her, her powerful life story is lessons of overcoming adversity, empowering others, rising into mental well-being, finding belonging, and rising in inclusive leadership. So again, I feel like those kind of match up perfectly with what our core values are. And so we wanted to find somebody who, because again, this is Holland Zeeland, but we're trying to expand outside of just the Holland Zeeland area. So that's why it was great that we got connected with you guys. We have some people coming from Grand Rapids for it too. So we really want to expand it. And so she's been all over with her speeches. And so she's an international diversity, equity, and inclusion speaker, and the best-selling author of her memoir, Rising from a Mud Hut to the Boardroom and Back Again. So yes, so we're really, really excited for her to come.
So Raechel, in here has to be your views and your membership's views on placemaking as well, because you have to attract young people.
Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, that's where.
Is that like one of the breakout sessions maybe at the conference?
So sort of in a sense, because it's going to be, so we do have the panel discussion for the future of Holland. So in a sense, there's that. And then a couple of the other, and then the other two breakout sessions are going to be Tales from the C-Suite and Divergent and Convergent Thinking. So, yes.
Now, listen, when you come out of this whole thing, we've only got about 30 seconds left. What are you going to do with the information?
Yeah, and that's kind of where we really want to leave it up to the people coming with that information. And so coming from each of those breakout sessions and kind of the part that I really look forward to is seeing after somebody comes out of that breakout session, what did you learn? And not only keeping it internal and keeping those takeaways to yourself, but then watching everyone slowly talk about it and sharing it with others. Because the more you talk about it and see what you took away from that might be something completely different from the person sitting right next to you. And so you just get that new perspective. So really excited for that.
I am too. Raechel Kamphuis, thanks so much for joining us. She is the events board member with HYP, which is Holland/Zeeland and other places beyond. Young Professionals. So thanks so much and good luck with your conference and stay in touch. We want to keep everybody up to date with your progress.
Yes, thank you so much for having us.
We'll be right back on the Michigan Business Beat. You're watching on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.